Hey, and welcome to a new ShadowSisterHealing video. This is my Friday love reading, and I'm reading you Grimm Fairy Tales. And as in the picture, I'm dressed today as a wolf. And we have also this costume. Anyway, let's get started. So I introduce the piles. Pile number 1 is this 5 of Hearts, 5 of Cups, and Heart Chakra, crystal, Queen of Entry. Pile number 2 is 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Diamonds, and Solar Plexus Chakra, Yellow Aventurine. Today is Aventurine Day, because we have here another Aventurine. Queen of Wands, pile number 3 is Queen of Wands, and Grey Aventurine, Third Eye Chakra. These are your choices. And what else I can say, I hope you, if you like my reading, if it resonates, press the like button, share, comment to anything with this content. It helps my algorithm if you do even an emoji there. And yes, let's get started. This is my Halloween Friday love reading. So, and just shortly information, I've been currently filming ASMR, this kind of whispering videos. So if you wonder why I was suddenly so silent in my videos, is because I tried speak in the way that it fits very well to Halloween, kind of like a secrets and darkness and this Pluto effect whispering. Even now I was thinking, should I like whisper to you? Would you like? Comment in the comment if you would like that I whisper to you on Fridays. Let me know. Anyway, let's start with pile number 1. So, this deck is Finnish Kalevala Ukonpakka deck. And I'm gonna make you the Magic of You spread that I have used in my Halloween ASMR readings also. Now we just start by seeing first, I think I leave as advice in the end this 7 energy card. But first we look at the fairy tale. So you have brother and sister. This I know is like the Russian fairy tale. Brother Ivanushka and Anushka, something like this. Anyway, this is Grimm fairy tale. Before we go into it, I have these feeling cards, how your person is feeling about you. So triggered, mad and bitter, with anger, jealousy, arguments, cold shoulder, projecting, unwelcome truth, criticizing, silent treatment, disappointment, passive aggressive, and shadow attack. A lot of stuff that actually, when I know this brother and sister story, there is a bad stepmother who do things. Always in the fairy tales there happen to be bad stepmother. Anyway, you have now some kind of arguments with your person, possibly. Also, the 5 of Cups is a heartbreak, is a loss. It's usually a card when you are like looking to the 3 cups that are on the floor, like a milk is on the floor, and you're looking like what you can do about it. Still, there's these 2 cups standing. So not everything is lost. And I think we come to the same conclusion with this brother and sister. Things go wrong, but things can still go better in time. Sometimes you have to let time pass in a love relationship, and then you will. Also have betrayal, sacrifice truth, stab in the back, guilt, cheating, lying, hurt, pain, lies, abuse, manipulation, blinded, mislead, egoistic pleasures. Looks kind of bad start for this heart chakra crystal. Usually if the truth is sacrificed, the guilt start to live in your heart. And yeah, the truth should be spoken. And lies should be cleared. There should be clarity coming. The truth is sacrificed in the darkness. It's light. Yeah. It's like there is no way to survive in a pit black. It's like even the candle goes off. Something like that. Anyway, let's read now. Brother and sister. Okay, I pause to find this. So here is your fairy tale. You can see there is this deer, it's like fawn in this story. It could be a spirit animal we could look into also. So I read from the start. The brother took his sister's hand and said to her, "Since our mother died, we have had no good days. Our stepmother beats us every day, and if we go near her, she kicks us away. We have nothing to eat but hard crust of bread left over. The dog under the table fares better. He gets a good piece every now and then. If our mother only knew how she would pity us. Come, let us go together out in the wide world. Already there is this loss, and already there is the hurt that only mother would know how bad they have. Like, that's a guilt. That's not living in a good life. That's living like in a sacrificed way. That you have sacrificed the honor and the beautiful, truthful way of living, and you're accepting the crap. I get even upset if I think about this. Like, so many people live in the narcissistic, abusive relationships, and they accept the crap. They stay there, codependency, whatever. They stay there. They take the crap. They take the hit. They take the shit. And no, you should not. But okay, they run away. They got enough, these kids. So they went and journeyed the whole day through fields and meadows and stony places. And if it rained, the sister said, "The skies and we are weeping together." In the evening they came to a great wood, and they were so weary and hunger, and their long journey, that they climbed up into a high tree and fell asleep. The next morning, when they awoke, the sun was high in heaven and shone brightly through the leaves. Then said the brother, "Sister, I'm thirsty. If I only knew where to find brook, that I might go and drink. I almost think that I hear one rushing." So the brother got down and led his sister by the hand, and they went to seek the brook. But their wicked stepmother was a witch, and had known quite well that the two children had run away, and had sneaked after them as only witches can, and had laid a spell on all the brooks in the forest. So when they found a little stream flowing smoothly over its pebbles, the brother was going to drink of it, but the sister heard how it said in its rushing, "He, a tiger, will be, who drinks of me, a tiger will be." Then the sister cried, "Pray, dear brother, do not drink, or you will become a wild beast and will tear me in pieces." So the brother refrained from drinking, though his thirst was great. And he said he would wait till he came to the next brook. When they come to a second brook, the sister heard it say, He, a wolf will be, who drinks of me. Yes, my wolf. Who drinks of me, a wolf will be. Then the sister cried, pray, dear brother, do not drink, or you will turn into a wolf and will be eat me up. So the brother refrained from drinking and said, I will wait until we come to the next brook, and then I must drink. Whatever you say, my thirst is so great. And when they come to the third brook, the sister heard how in its rushing it said, who drinks of me, a fawn will be. He, a fawn will be, who drinks of me. Then the sister said, oh, my brother, I pray drink not, or you will be turned into a fawn and run away far from me. But he had already kneeled by the side of the brook and stooped and drank of the water. And as the first drops passed his lips, he became a fawn. All these stories when the people start to drink. Now the brother lost the human form. And the sister wept over her poor lost brother, and the fawn wept also and stayed sadly beside her. At last the maiden said, be comforted, dear fawn, indeed, I will never leave you. Then she untied her golden girdle and bound it round the fawn's neck, and went and gathered rushes to make a soft cord, which she fastened to him. And then she led him on, and they went deeper into the forest. And when they had gone long, long way, they came at last to a little house, and the maiden looked inside. As it was empty, she thought, we might as well live here. Okay, so that I tried to make it shorter. They lived there, but then the king started hunting in the forest. And the fawn is really this kind of adventure seeking. It was already, I think, the brother's idea in the first place to leave the stepmother. Come, let's go together into the wild world. And now the fawn is like adventurous, like when he hear the horns of the hunters, he just wanna be there teasing them. So he's going, and the sister can do nothing. So said he to his sister, do let me go to the hunt. I cannot stay behind any longer, and begged so long that at last she consented. But mine, said she to him, come back to me at night. I must lock my door against the wild hunters. So in order that I may know you, you must knock and say, little sister, let me in. And unless I hear that, I shall not unlock the door. So the sister is really trying to put boundaries here. Safe boundaries. But the brother always takes off. And eventually, first he's like able to have fun. Then he gets hurt, and one of the hunters find the little cottage. And then what happens is that they send the king to the house before the fawn even come back to see who is in there, say the same thing, like to get in, like repeat the same thing that the fawn says to the sister, like let me in. And then the sister opens the door, and then the door opened, and the king went in, and there stood a maiden more beautiful than any he had seen before. The sister was there standing. The maiden shrieked out when he saw, instead of the fawn, a man standing there with a gold crown on his head. But the king looked kindly on her, took her by the hand and said, will you go with me to my castle and be my dear wife? Oh yes, answered the maiden, but the fawn must come too. I could not leave him. And the king said, he shall remain with you as long as you live and shall lack nothing. Then the fawn came bounding in, and the sister tied the cord of rush to him and led him by her own hand out of the little house. And the king put the beautiful maiden on his horse and carried her to his castle, where the wedding was held with great pomp. So she became Lady Queen, and they lived together happily for a long while. The fawn was well tended and cherished, and he gamboled about the castle garden. But now we get stepmother. Here we go. whose fault it was that the children were driven out into the world, never dreamed but that the sister had been eaten by the wild beast in the forest, and that the brother in the likeness of a fawn had been slain by the hunters. But when she heard that they were so happy and that things had gone so well with them, jealousy and envy arose in her heart and left her no peace, and her chief thought was how to bring misfortune upon them. This is so horrible. Like, people, when they see people happy, they get triggered. If they are not happy, some people really get triggered and they want to take it away. They just want to possess. They just want to destroy. They are really this kind of, I don't know, psychological thing or what, but it happens. And now it happens here. So what this horrible person do now? Her own daughter, who was ugly as sin and had only one eye, complained to her and said, "I never had the chance of being a queen." "Never mind," said the old woman to satisfy her. "When the time comes, I still shall be at hand." So then the sister, the queen, now gets a baby boy, and then this witch is going there to do tricks. So she's like getting under a spell and is putting her own daughter into the bed, and then keeping the queen under a spell in the bathroom or something. Her daughter was within a cold, so they carried the sick queen into the bathroom and left her there. And in the bathroom, they had made a great fire so as to suffocate the beautiful young queen. But anyway, now when the king is coming, like the baby boy is born and is coming to the room, then the old woman cried hastily, "For your life, do not draw back the curtains to let the light upon her. She must be kept quiet." So the king went away and never knew that the false queen was laying in the bed. Anyway, the nursery person is seeing that this kind of like a ghost of a queen is appearing to tend the fawn and the baby. So it's coming there. "My child, my fawn, twice more I come to see, twice more I come, and then end must be." And first the nurse said nothing, but then the nurse reported this to the king. And what then happened is king said, "Oh heaven, what do I hear? I will myself watch my child tomorrow night." Yet the king want to know this kind of ghost mother coming there. And she tended the child, and she was accustomed to do before she vanished. The king dared not to speak to her, but he watched again the following night and heard her say, "My child, my fawn, this once I come to see, this once I come, and now the end must be." The king could contain himself no longer, but rushed towards her, saying, "You are no other than my dear wife." Then she answered, "Yes, I am your dear wife." And in that moment, by the grace of heaven, her life returned to her, and she was once more well and strong. Then she told the king the snare that the wicked witch and her daughter had laid for her. The king had them both brought to judgment, and sentence was passed upon them. The daughter was sent away into the wood, that like a wicked witch's real daughter, where she was devoured by the wild beast, and the witch was burned and ended miserable. And as soon as the body was in ashes, the spell was removed from the fawn, and he took human shape again. And then the sister and brother lived happily together until the end. Ooh, what a long story. But anyway, in your story, there has been some third party, some people getting busy with your love life, causing misfortune because they were jealous. So, or somebody was not having boundaries enough to protect what you had. Something like this. Anyway, solution is truth must be spoken. No more silent about things, communication has to happen. And now I'm gonna take the person in your mind, whatever has lost, what is this they are feeling about you? And now magic of you. Okay, always 2 cards. It's gonna be long reading. Oh. And then the future, let's see. So first we see, oh my God, Kurimus and Kalanluinen Kannel. This is how they're feeling about you. There it has been this kind of like a how you could tornado. Kurimus, something bad has kind of happened, like almost like this kind of like a storm on the sea. And then there is eventually, I have to read about this story, but this is about the fish bone that become a beautiful instrument. This fish used to be like a scary monster fish, like a pike, and became music. So let me search this stuff. Okay, so this Kurimus is 3 of cups. So something is positive about this kind of like a thing that took off. Because 3 of cups is usually friendships, but in this story it's something else. I'm gonna read it immediately. No. It's 8. No, that's why it's 8 of cups. I read the numbers of that. The other one was 3 of cups. This is 8 of cups. This is usually letting go and going to find yourself almost like a hermit again. But in this story, I have to read you this because it's this card. It's like a beginning chaos. Opposites are smashing together. Big, like a vertigo, getting shocked. The blocks are opening, action, conscious of your own self, change, leaving the old behind, needing to find deeper meaning to our life. So all this is part of this card. And this is interesting here. We are talking about dark stuff, really this witchcraft and all, and actually I translate from here, this Kurimus is a symboling a way to underworld, to like a how you say, hell. But underworld in the sense of subconscious mind. It's the beginning chaos, big emptiness that swallow the old and something that is not needed, so the new can be born. You could explain this as a shamanist initiation rite and a right to grow up. Many Aboriginals are having this kind of initiation rites. So to go from one step of growth to another, like becoming adult. Kurimus tells that something has blocked the natural flows of sea, and so there is clash and conflict, and there is a danger to go into deeper waters unless you if you are letting your feelings go like a Rujankoski, like you're letting your feelings take over. Try to see your situation with objectivity and find solutions that are solving something instead of having emotional reaction. Okay. Yes, I think there was a lot of this story too. A lot of sadness. They're already not having a mother. And then the evil stepmother even made her life worse. And then they could not be in peace. It was always something. Anyway, this column and candle. It's a 3 of Cups. Some kind of instrument. It's going to get quite long, this reading, but I think it's important for you to know this. It's about creativity, inspiration, connection to others, fulfillment of a spiritual growth, community, understanding other people's emotions, harmony, balance with all, like a world, party, communicating from your heart, and spiritual wealth. There is like Väinämöinen. How do you discard like the wisdom and being playful? Väinämöinen's actions are coming directly from his heart. So this card is a lot of joy and happiness. Like a radiating joy. Because when the Väinämöinen plays this instrument, it's like a Gandalf, this kind of like a wizard. Miracles are happening. He has inside of him a very deep harmony and all the wisdom that came from the life experience. And so this all is connected to the very sensitive, intuitive, creative way to express, beautiful way, your feelings. So all in all, I think music would be key in your relationship to find some kind of way back to the truth. So the music is something. Even this trigger thing has this kind of heartbeats. It's like a rhythm. I've lost this kind of natural rhythm, but this is how they feel about you, your person. There's some kind of like a melancholic thing about things, but understanding that it is part of the growth pain also, what has happened. You have to grow up. It has hurt the heart. And many artists, they deal the pain doing some with creative expression. And indeed, this is advised here too. Okay, we have here the magic of you. Koskenhaltija and kokkolintu. These are like a water and fire. This magic of you. It's a lot to read, but let me find them first. Okay, what I see immediately is the page number where this kokkolintu is 111. It's like a manifestation number. Anyway, this is like a page of fire once. I'm gonna control it was that, yes. Page of wands, so it's like usually like a adventurer, somebody who is taking a different way to follow the passion. Keyword in this card is higher consciousness, able to see from above, very much clarity, to see clear, new way of seeing things, getting through challenges, strong protection, savior, burn the old energy away. Indeed, the fire is often to purify something. I think you should burn the old, not like a dangerous way, but kind of fire is a way to clean things too, with the smoke. And Kalevala Kokkolintu is a savior and helper that arrives in the moment of need. And it's like in the Lord of the Ring, the eagles are coming. It's the same thing. That this bird is coming to save the Väinämöinen. Like the Lord of the Ring, the Väinämöinen got this butterfly is changing to be the eagle, so it's like the same thing. Yes, I think it's like that. And Koskenhaltija, this is 9 of Cups, this fulfillment. So your magic of you is this kind of, that you are like this savior or this kind of strong, kind of like a wise person, and even you're like a fish fulfillment. So the stream goes very fast, facing the challenges and winning them and renewing the emotional life. Let's leave it to that now shortly. And then the future they see with you is Para. I think this is Hierophant. No, what is the Para? What is something else? 5 of Pentacles. So it's actually classic is to be left in the cold. There is some issues. We have now 5 of Cups and 5 of Pentacles. So change, definitely change has to happen in this relationship and will happen. But this Para, let me say, okay, yes, it's the envy. It's going back to the evil, wicked stepmother, the jealousy, comparing, fears, pessimism, problematic relationships, being poor. Like this would be a being poor, like left in the cold, but this is poor with mind. It's like a materialistically hanging on to other. And Para is like a supernatural being. Yeah, this is some weird story about us getting the milk of the cows, like from the neighbors, like some not good things. But this card is that something is eating your happiness and your well-being. Para is an energy thief that sucks something that is belongs, like bloodsucker, that something is taken from you that belongs to you. This kind of energy thief can be created by yourself or coming from outside. Usually, this is your own negative thoughts and pessimistic expectation that are taking away from the happiness and are breaking your thoughts. The card is asking you to look into your beliefs. You should not look down on yourself or compare yourself to others. Other people's problems are theirs. It's not yours. It can also tell that you have become a martyr or a victim, and you're asking, why always me? Why this happened to me, and why I have this bad luck? But those kind of thoughts are poisoning you and are stopping you to see the real consequences. So responsible of your own failure can be easy to push to other person's shoulder, like a neighbor or somebody else, and blame your failure. You had something that you need to grow up. You blame others. So you should look into the mirror and how you have influenced the situations and events in your life and take full responsibility of it. Yes. But it's usually that somebody is jealous of you also. And if somebody is jealous, it's because they feel they're not enough. Or they have like confidence problems. You can feel jealousy over anything, that somebody has something better than yourself. Sometimes jealousy can be a good thing if you see it wisely. When you are jealous of somebody else, you could understand you can have those things to yourself, those abilities too, but you have not taken action to do that. There is this saying in Finnish, kateus vie kalatkin vedestä, viha viljan vainiolta. So the jealousy takes even the fishes from the sea or water, and the hate will take the crops from the field. And everything is like hate destroys everything. So it makes people poor when you are jealous or you are hating. That feeling of hate and jealousy make you poor. So you should not have this mentality of a lack. And it's because your heart is blocked. That's why you have those. I know in the heart chakra prism, you have heart blocked if you're thinking this way. And why this happened? Can be anything, but you should take the full responsibility of your own actions. What happened? Let me see from this heart. This reading is very long, but if it gives you any help, if you resonate, if you have any help of this, what I say to you, just please like and comment, possibly help me also, because this is a big effort for me to do these readings, and I do this in order to heal people, because I want that everybody have a chance to have a good life. A closed heart chakra can give way to grief, anger, and jealousy, fear of betrayal, and hatred toward yourself and others. Physical imbalances may manifest as heart conditions, respiratory problems, or upper back pain. So if you have these kind of pains, also recognize that your heart chakra might be closed and blocked. Affirmation to open more your heart is, I love myself unconditionally. I give and receive love fully and effortlessly. And element air, breathe deeply, go out on a windy day and fly a kite. Drive with the windows down. And color green. Decorate your home or workplace in shades of green, or wear green clothing and jewelry. And nutrition, green foods. Eat leafy greens, peas, zucchini, avocado, and broccoli. Yes, that's good for your heart. Okay, I think this is almost your reading. We have still the advice card from the 7 energies. Ears wide open, 33. Okay, interesting. Okay, we have here the 3 double numbers are always meaningful. You had already here 3 on the table as well. Number 1. Deep listening as a gift. we give to others, understanding someone else's needs, showing focused attention, tuning in to another, and letting go of the echo's need to be heard. The world is constantly speaking to us and offering clues about what is really going on beneath the surface of things. We all have the capacity to hear beyond the noise that reaches our ears. The challenge is when we feel misunderstood and unheard, when we feel insignificant. It's easy to over-explain ourselves in an attempt to get acknowledged. Now is the time to let all that go. Offer your attention as the great gift it is. It's time to stop multitasking, checking your phone, thinking of what you are going to say next, and doing all the other things that keep you from connecting fully. Whenever we are in a state of chaos and distraction, paying attention to only some of what is being said, we lose the ability to pick up on everything, including that which is not being said. Deep listening is the way in which we immerse ourselves in the truth of the world. In this way, with ears wide open, we also open our hearts and minds to understand more than what is conveyed through words alone. Opportunities arise from the subtle cues we miss when we are not 100% present. Purposeful, open listening is an act of true respect and intimacy. When you are in the space of receptivity, letting go of the need to be heard or to be right, you become expansive and alert to meaningful potential. Right now, keep your ears wide open and you will find more than you were searching for. Yes, it's important to listen. It's like speaking is silver, silence is gold. Yes. And let the universe guide you in the way that in that silence, like listen, really, like if you speak, even the universe to ask help in this situation, it's like a form of prayer. You speak, but if you are receiving, you have to be silent. And you want to receive, you have to be ready to receive. And that start being silent and listening. Okay. This is your reading pile number 1. Let me prepare the next one. Hey, pile number 2. You have selected this 8 of Pentacles card and Solar Plexus Chakra. I hope my reading will be a little bit faster than the first one. The story was very long. We will see now what is your fairy tale. The Queen Bee. Okay, and then before we read this fairy tale from the Queen, I will see what are the feeling part, how your person is feeling of you. Because today I do also a spread for you about magic of you. Look into it, the tarot cards, about how a person feels about you and the magic they see in you. But now, first, just feeling cards. Wow. There it is, obsession. They really are looking at you. Obsession, addiction, watching from afar, need to control, attached, need to know, wow. They have this wow effect with you, like wow, can't move or understand how someone is so amazing, curious. Okay, somebody is completely infatuated by you. That's how they're feeling. Then, levels of consciousness. Levels of clarity, understanding consciously, intensity in love. The source is simple and single, but its gifts are infinite. You are the source. Okay, so they have this level of consciousness going on. They understand that love is one of the highest, but even creativity is more higher. But now Queen Bee. I'm going to read about Queen Bee. I think the Queen Bee story is quite short, so I can read it completely. Well, let me see if I can do it any shorter. So the picture is like this. There is this one brother who is very nice to the animals. It's always in fairy tales like 3 brothers or 3 something. Now we have first 2 brothers. 2 king's sons once started to seek adventures and fell into a wild, reckless way of living and gave up all thoughts of going home again. Their third and youngest brother, who was called Wittling and had remained behind, started off to seek them. And when at last he found them, they jeered at his simplicity in thinking that he could make his way in the world, while they who were so much cleverer were unsuccessful. But they all 3 went on together until they came to an anthill, which the 2 eldest brothers wished to stir up, that they might see the little ants hurry about in their fright and carrying off their eggs. But Wittling said, "Leave the little creatures alone. I will not suffer them to be disturbed." And then they went further and until they came to a lake where a number of ducks were swimming about. The 2 eldest brothers wanted to catch a couple and cook them, but Wittling would not allow it and said, "Leave the creatures alone. I will not suffer them to be killed." Yeah, this brother seemed to be very like a nature protector and now even a vegan. And then they came to a bee's nest in a tree, and there was so much honey in it that it overflowed and ran down the trunk. The 2 eldest brothers then wanted to make a fire beneath the tree, that the bees might be swittled by the smoke and then they could get their honey. But Wittling reprimanded them, saying, "Leave the little creatures alone. I will not suffer them to be stiffed." At last, the 3 brothers came to a castle where there were in the stables many horses standing, all of stone, and the brothers went through all the rooms until they came to a door at the end secured with 3 locks. And in the middle of the door, a small opening through which they could look into a room. And they saw a little grey-haired man sitting on a table. They called out to him once, twice, and he did not hear. But at the 3rd time he got up, undid the locks, and came out. Without speaking a word, he led them to a table loaded with all sorts of good things, and when they had eaten and drunk, he showed to each his bedchamber. The next morning, the little grey man came to the eldest brother, and beckoning him, brought him to a table of stone, on which were written 3 things directing by what means the castle could be delivered from its enchantment. Yes, they were in the enchanted castle. The first thing was that in the wood under the moss lay the pearls belonging to the princess, 1,000 in number, and they were to be sought for and collected. And if he who should undertake the task had not finished it by sunset, if but 1 pearl were missing, he must be turned to stone. So the eldest brother went out and searched all day, but at the end of it, he had only found 100, just as was said on the table of stone came to pass, and he was turned into stone. And the second one found 200, and as well was turned into stone. Then the 3rd one went to the forest. And so at last it was Wittling's turn, and he began to search in the moss. But it was very tedious business to find the pearls, and he grew so out of heart that he sat down on a stone and began to weep. As he was sitting thus, up came the ant king with 5,000 ants, whose lives had been saved through Wittling's pity, and it was not very long before the little insect had collected all the pearls and put them in a heap. Now the second thing ordered by the table of stone was to get the key of the princess's sleeping chamber out of the lake. Princesses. many. And when Whitling came to the lake, the ducks whose lives had saved came swimming and dived below and brought up the key from the bottom. The third thing that had to be done was the most difficult, and that was to choose out of the youngest and loveliest of the three princesses as they lay sleeping. All bore a perfect resemblance of each other, and only in this perfect the only difference in this, that before they went to sleep, each one had eaten a different sweetmeat. The eldest a piece of sugar, the second a little syrup, and third a spoonful of honey. Now the queen bee of those bees that Whitling had protected from the fire came at this moment, and trying the lips of all three settled on those of the one that had eaten honey. And so it was that King's son knew which to choose. Then the spell was broken. Everyone awoke from stony sleep and took their right form again. And Whitling married the youngest and loveliest princess and became king after her father's death. But his two brothers had to put up with the two other sisters. So it's interesting how this story ends, like the brothers who didn't do good choices in life got also difficulties in their love life. The choice is in the heart of the tarot to make a right choice. Make a right choice. We are having here 8 of Pentacles. It's like a working energy. Somebody is working very hard. But this woman is like actually taking care of a baby. So it's definitely that is a good wife, that is a good showing this kind of caring heart. Caring, I think she's a nice price for anybody to make this baby and be really this good, maybe is giving honey to the baby. I mean, babies should not eat honey anyway. But anyway, there is this sweetness part of this card. Anyway, there's some obsession levels of consciousness part of the relationship, and hero's journeys. That's kind of like the part of this fairy tale tool with the queen bee. That's the queen bee. Yeah, as I was talking about, just this princess that he chose was like a queen bee. Yeah, the bees too, kids. Bees too have a kingdom. And you can know the tree from the fruits. So yeah, there's a sweet baby coming from this. Okay, I with like, what should I say next? If I do you the spread, this takes so long time, it's getting late. First we see Edmund Dorff that how your person feels about you, additional this obsession and level of consciousness. Then we have what is the magic of you. So they see there's 2 cards coming. Then we have what is the future. Okay. What is the future with Queen Bee? Who is the Queen Bee here? What is the future? So how they feel about you is justice, beauty. This is the Libra card. Balance. They feel that you're balanced. You're beautiful and balanced, like this kid and their mother. And working hard. Ruling planet of Libra is Venus. So I think this is not a bird of a Venus, it's a bird or a baby here. But okay, there is kind of like a, clearly these cards are connected. But 11 is like a manifestation number and 8 is infinity. So it's kind of like a, they feel really like good about you. Man or female, but they feel this devotion. The magic of you. 7 of, what is this? 7 of Wands. And 8 of Cups. 78. Interesting. That's the year when I'm born. Anyway, whoever is born 78 is a nice year to be born. I have to say, it's a horse year, earth horse. But let me see what will be the message here. Wands. A woman rests in her bed. 2 cards armed with swords lay dormant outside the room, finding solutions to one's own protection, facing dangers, searching for serendipity and safety. Okay, yeah, this is standing your ground. There is this kind of thing. It's magic of you that you are able to put the healthy boundaries and find this kind of sacred space to live and love. And 8 is usually following your own path, kind of working away. Maybe that's also magic of you that you're able to do that. Not everybody has strength in them to know what's best for them. Again, number 8, this is already 2nd time number 8 here on the table. Something with the infinity. A full moon casts light on the trees outside the window of a temple inside. No, that's something wrong. No. It was not Wands, it's a cup. I'm getting tired. Where is my cups? Eight of Cups is a man departs on a boat holding all his belongings. He looks back at the place he's leaving as he sails towards the horizon. The need to leave and discover new things. Okay, but that's the magic of you. That you're able to start like from afresh and then keep your world safe. And 78. Somebody can be born also, like me. Anyway, we have then the future. Queen of Cups. Caring Queen. See. A woman sits on a rock over the sea. She ignores the view, looking instead at the viewer with a serious and earnest expression, reflecting on oneself and others, taking care of others, paying attention. Yeah, I'm identifying with this a lot because I'm living now close to the sea in Ostende. And yeah, it's beautiful to be in the nature and also in the sea. And Queen of Cups is caring queen, is really having the heart, deep nurturing, caring of others, really knowing, having the heart in the right place. Yes. So we have the Queen Bee indeed. King of Cups and Queen Bee, and even this beautiful caring mother here. So there's a lot of this mother energy, there's a lot of beauty with this Justice card. Yeah. Your ground. Very good. Very good. Let's see advice card from the 7 energies. This is something that this whole year has been the Chariot year. Whole this year is the number 7 year, 2023. And that's why I started the whole year talking about this, and now it's already end part of the year. Let's see. close encounters. Number 10, and butterfly and cage. Okay, key concepts: vulnerability as a strength, letting others see your wound as well as your strengths, setting healthy boundaries. Yeah, it was going with this reading. Yeah, the same. This is a time of connection that asks for you to be vulnerable and authentic. Let go of any social mask or constructs you use to keep yourself apart from others. Lower your shields and allow yourself to step into a dance of intimacy. When you become close to people, you remind yourself that you are not alone, you are part of the beautiful, meaningful bond. At a deep spiritual level, there are so many lessons offered to you in this closeness. At the social level, intimate relationships help you ignite the spark of life that is the power of affinity. You flourish as a result of offering emotional honesty, a true desire for equality, love, friendship, and laughter. We aren't meant to be alone. Yet sometimes we are wounded and we build walls around ourselves so we don't get hurt again. It's time to be honest about yours and step out from behind the barrier and engage in all of life. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice. Even in your work life, this mode of connection allows you to be truly present. To be yours. Wait. This is a beautiful opportunity to allow your vulnerability to be your strength as you choose to live in integrity and without artifice. This is also good in your work. And when you live this way, everything and everyone thrives. You have no need to defend yourself when you are being truly and utterly you, empowered by your raw openness and willingness to be seen. In this way, your close encounters will not fail you. There is much to celebrate when you stand eye to eye, shoulder to shoulder, sharing your heart. Very beautiful. Yeah. I'm only a bit worried about this obsession. Anyway, I think some people who have not experienced true love, they think always this negative way, like, too good to be true and so on. Things can be really beautiful. I have experienced myself. Like my parents are married 51 years. Like true love does exist and I know all it. But nobody should be obsessed. That's negative. That's like be balanced. Balance is here also mentioned on the table. They are also feeling about you being balanced, so they should be balanced. Okay, we are mirrors to each other. Okay, I stop to prepare the next one. Thank you for seeing this. If you liked, give me a like. It all helps my algorithm. I'm so happy you have looked until here. And you can always comment if something resonates. Welcome to your reading pile number 3. This is the card you have chosen. And this third eye chakra. It's getting very late here. And I wish I could be faster, but these fairy tales are quite long. Anyway, let's see what is your fairy tale. Fred and Kate. Oh my god. This fairy tale we had already before. It's very confusing fairy tale. Kate is completely unconscious. And the Fred is just like letting this madness go on. I have read it in the other Friday love reading. You could hear more the story. I just showed some pictures from here. Fred and Kate, crazy couple. But there must be some meaningful here. Maybe we look other stuff and then we go back to this fairy tale and then I start understanding what it could make sense with this fairy tale. Because this is really like Kate has no focus. She's always misunderstanding what that. And there's always this thing that she keeps saying. Well, Fred, I did not know. You should have told me that before, answered Kate. Oh, wife, cried Fred, what have you done? So this keeps going all the time, and then she gets like completely mad. Anyway, I try to keep this reading very short for you, number 3. So let's see what are your person's feelings to you. Let's start with that. We have a beautiful Halloween deck here, so we can get into these feelings and then connect this fairy tale to it. So, victory, win-win. That's a beautiful thing. Like when you have a good relationship, your wins are the other person's wins. Okay. Result, overcoming obstacles, long journey, willpower, prize, competition, hard worker, focus, determination, commitment to the cause, ambition, and success. So your person see victory moment with you. So it's really like this cup of love. Get. And shadow work. Mirroring, magic mirror, self-reflection, honest of who you are, wisdom, clarity, transformation with connection. Shadow work. This is a lot of shadow work with you. You have done your work. Okay, there is a lot of working energy here, willpower. Somebody is willing to do their shadow work. It's a good thing for the relationship's sake, very conscious, good relationship possibility. Fred and Kate. Let's see what your person is thinking about you. Because we have a Queen of Wands energy. This is the positive queen. This is not Kate at all. This is taking the responsibility. This is positive doer, willing to shine the light, and has this black cat. And this card is very positive in tarot. Fire energy. So it's like opposite of that Kate. Kate doesn't take any responsibility and is all the time like unconscious, like a devil. Queen of Wands is really this positive queen. What is your person now feeling about you? And next, magic of you. And then the future is huge. So our sun connected to this. They really see you as this Queen of Wands and the sunshine. If you're a witch, you're the sun witch. Not sandwich, but sun witch. Like this is like the happy, even it's Halloween, the sun is shining somewhere. The sun comes. Okay, there is also this monsters happily laying there, mumbling, having the bone. They feel this is the happiest card of tarot. You make them very happy. You make them feel like they are winning, and even shadow work. Any work is easy, but even shadow work is easy because of you. Because you put the light, such a shiny light. It's a nice opposite to handle the shadows then, because there is that light. Then, what is the magic of you, Bessie? Ace of Imps. Ace of Wands. Your little devil they want to capture. Yeah, your little devil. They want to capture you like a devil, like from the tail. Like, come here. Come here to my lap. I don't know what they were like. It was like, come to the daddy. Or come to the mommy. I don't know. But anyway, this is the Ace of Wands. You're having all the time third eye here also, remember? But currently we have everything about wands. So fire, fire, fire is happening here. Actually, it's so funny. There's like autumn leaves. Like there's this like the person is just suddenly grabbing the tail. Like, oh, I want you. I want you. Okay. And yeah, maybe you have been coming like a kind of temptation. Like there's angel and devil, and you become the devil on their shoulder, but a kind of positive devil because they want you. A lot of fire. Do the angels have fire? They have light. Devils have fire. Angel have water. Yes, angel have water and the devil have fire, something like that. Because the temperance have the water. So like fixing the drinks. Oh my god. Things are repeating here. This cannot be true, but it is. The future they see you, Queen of Wands. So this whole reading started with the Queen of Wands and it ends with the Queen of Wands. So like, this is pretty amazing. And as a nature of fire, I was even doing this reading very fast. It's like fire, 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 fire and gasoline. Here is really beautiful that you can see this Queen of Wands. This is the future they see. They want you, the sunflower queen. Look, the beginning was also the feeling about you, the sunflowers. And then you are a little bit like this devil, escaping, but they come to catch your tail. Come to catch you. There's a wand, it's like new beginning of big action. Big action. Victory and the shadow work. Nice. Okay, now there's the advice card still. I really will skip this spread and gate. Maybe you should be just warned about that, but you should not lose your mind because the third eye, if you open the third eye, you have to be intuitive and you have to use the right side brain, and that indeed is very creative. If you're connected to Queen of Wands, there's creativity. Just handle this fire of creativity, like not that it gets like loose. This gate, I show you the picture of the gate when she gets mad in there. It's warning example here. Because the man doesn't do much barriers, just let his wife be crazy. So she goes to steal the turnips on the neighbor's field and she doesn't know who she is anymore. So they think she's a devil. She cries up from the field. She looks like some kind of, like a, what is it? Like a devil goat or something. So don't become like this gate. This is total opposite of this, what they see you and you are this beautiful Queen of Wands. Wow. And your advice of 7 energies, this is just not, it is broken open. 28. Something is happening here, let me read. It's true, the light gets through the cracks. Queen of Wands has light, but it tells me almost like this, there has been wounding and then there's light from within. The keyword concepts. The gift of grief being shattered as a result of loss, the potential inherent in failure. There are situations in life when you see the value of loss, grief, and a broken heart. Yet it's not the pain or loss itself that must be the focus of your attention here. No, not even the story, what happened, the details surrounding what has brought you to your knees is as important as that results from the experience. Can you see that this situation has broken you wide open, enabling you to have an even greater capacity for love, compassion, empathy, and understanding? You cannot be the same person as before. The only way forward is to move through it, without resistance or manipulation, without attempting to bargain with unseen forces, because none of your usual fallbacks can put you back together again. If you do fall prey to self-absorption or self-pity, it will just make it harder to get to the next gradual phase leading to relief. Yet even if you are prolonging the inevitable, you will get there eventually. The gift is in accepting who you have become as a consequence of integrating this difficult experience and allowing yourself to be more than you were. This wisdom comes at a high price, but the value of your experience of moving through and to other side is unsurpassed. Love the you that is the result of being broken open by life's challenges and lessons. Wow, that's totally connected to shadow working. Like there is such a victory moment of loving all parts of yourself, having compassion on yourself and even the broken parts. They all are beautiful. There's nothing that is not beautiful in you. I think I will listen to this video myself later because this text was very beautiful. And I like to identify myself a lot with Kuno ones. I wish I had a costume like this. This is such a powerful queen. Very powerful. So this was your reading. If you liked, give me a like. And I'm really getting tired here. I will show you one more full costume. It's full moon. Tomorrow is the full moon eclipse in Taurus. And I'm here as a wolf. I will even have the clothes with me to be more even wolf. But peace, love, and namaste. And see you next week. Bye.